So I tint windows for my home shop, and sometimes I go to other people's shops, and it would be really awesome if I could have a stand for my tint and all my tools in one spot. I've ran the bag setup for a while. It works. I get stuff lost in it. Not a big fan, so I switched over to this Packout. I'll show it to you right now. So this is a 3-drawer, just with a base bottom. And in here I have all my tools. That's my belt, my gun, just some tools. It's nice and organized. It's awesome to have. So before I was just running the bag, and I made this stand right here. This is just 1/2 inch Galvy pipe. And it's just so I could set my tint roll up there and let it droop over and when I cut the right length. And it works. It's a little tippy, don't mind that. When you put a little weight on it, it gets better. But I thought it'd be really cool if I could mount that on the back of that. So what I got is this flat top for the Packout. And what I'm gonna do is cut that, rethread it, put a flange on here, and redo that top. And I think it's gonna be pretty sweet. So then I can have a nice mobile tint set up and yeah, let's see how it goes. All right, parts list. So just got back from the hardware store, tore that thing down, got my long pole. What I'm gonna do is cut just the top of this off. And so this is a flange I got. It is a 1 inch to 1/2 inch. And the reason why I did that is because this 1 inch flange is a lot bigger, so it'll be more stable. My plan is put it right about there. And so that's one of the holes that holds this board down. And so what my plan is to center that, not center it, well, probably center it over that hole so I can still get to it. And then that's where it'll sit. So the pole will come up to about like here-ish. Then it'll be a T, 2 outs, or so out, 90 here, 90 down, 90 bottom. And I'm gonna put a piece of plywood on top for the thing, or just for tint rolls. And then that bottom line will be for like bottles. I can be able to just hook bottles on there, easy money. So what you need to do is, if you wanna know, is there's 1, 2, 3, 4 90s, 1 T, and a bunch of little pieces. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can make your top of it however, whatever size you want. But if you want some dimensions, I'll leave some below. Okay, here's the top part mounted up. I'm thinking I should mount it to where I kind of want it, and then we can weld it, or else it won't be straight. The top platform. Declan's really talkative. Oh, I thought you liked the camera. So, there it is. Got the pull up so I can get that straight, get those straight. T-fitting 90, 90, and that's where that 90 will drop down. Have another 90, and that's where that bar will be. So we'll get all those mounted, tack them up. I had to put some threads on those ends. I barely got anything in there, but we're gonna tack all these so they stay nice and tight. I had them thread lockered before, but they didn't hold that good. So yeah. Look, I don't have a socket that big. I know. It's in between. Send it with the impact. Honestly. It's in between 1.5 inches and 1.25 inches. Yeah. So is this not a tap? It's a chaser. That's why I'm pretty sure. It might be a tap. That's why we had to grind the ends. So we have this tap right here. It's 1/2 inch MPT, and I think it's like a chaser, not an actual tap. So I'm having to grind down the end of these so I can get a little threads on them, so then we can weld them. So the threads will just center it and the weld will hold it. So that's how I'm putting them together. Let's see how that looks. You're supposed to go all the way to the depth of it. That'll probably work. I think the deeper you go, the more of variability you'll have where each one's tight. Yeah, because it gets, yeah. But we probably have to go way. Well, actually, no, this one doesn't matter because I can clock it however I want. The next one matters. Yeah. Well, this one has full threads, so I can clock that. Yeah. You already got that piece cut to go between, or are you waiting to get measurements? No, I gotta cut the piece that goes in between off that long one. Oh. So I was in the light. Well, I was gonna put it together and then measure it so it's not fucking short as shit. So I know exactly how long it needs to be. Mm-hmm. See, this one can be there, and then I can clock this one to where I want it. So I got this thing pretty mocked up of how I want it. So it's gonna sit like this, and that bar is gonna sit between there, and the piece of plywood is gonna sit on top. However, I just realized I'm not really sure how I'm going to thread that middle pipe in while it's together. So I might have to like spread it weird or something. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I got my top board cut. It measured 12 by 33 inches. I think it's gonna be perfect for a tint roll. Most of my rolls are 24s and 36s and 40s, but they can hang off the end, it's fine. You put some little things right here to hold the roll. Should be good to go. I'm gonna direct the whole time. Every time I breathe, mouth fog up.
I got that on video.
Use a little semi-gloss clear to make this thing nice. It's actually, if the camera would focus, they're pretty close. I don't know, I'm trying to make them look kind of similar. Basically factory in Milwaukee. Also use a little 1/2 inch router on the sides. Got the sides looking nice so they won't cut up my hands. And here it is. Decided to just weld those because you can't, I figured out at the moment that you can't thread them because they're both the same way. Lining up them holes. I think that's right about there. I drilled holes in my brand new Milwaukee. Also picked up these at the hardware store. Nice little 45 there. Sitting nice in there. Oh, that's money. Boom. All the bolts through. Sinking them on there nice. This thing's gonna be so solid. Ain't going nowhere. Solid. There it is, all mocked up. This isn't on there, it's just sitting on there right now. Looks freaking sweet. Bottle holders. I'm gonna put a couple pins right here so the tint roll doesn't fall off. That turned out super clean, and I can set stuff there. Yeah, I think it's sweet. This is that bottom rack for all those holders. Turned out really good. I just put one screw in that for now. Drill a hole in the pipe. Eventually, I'm gonna get one of those straps and make that super solid. Here, I just put a screw there, just that. It's just so the tint doesn't roll off towards me when I'm pulling it out, but I think it's still gonna work good. Got good clearance on everything. I still have to be able to set stuff right there and use my bottle hanger. So I'm super pumped how it came out. And what's nice too is this top part comes off, you know, so it's super easy to, you know, dismantle and everything and move around. And height wise, I'd probably say it's 5 feet tall. I mainly use it for cutting side windows when I can pull it out, but I got a job coming, or a guy coming, dropping off a truck here really soon, so time to test her out. First job all done with the new Packout. Works so nice. It's so nice having everything consolidated right here where you need it. Those are my rolls, but I had them up there. I usually use that upstand for when I'm doing side windows because they're a lot smaller and I can cut them, let them droop off. I think in the future what I'm going to do is just add a paper towel roll under here so I can get paper towels because I use those every once in a while. And also I'm going to put a tape measure. I'm going to put a tape measure holder like on the side and make that, and I'm probably going to paint the whole thing black. But overall, this is sweet. If you're a mobile tinter, or I mean, you could use this in a shop too, it'd work great. The reason I wanted to do it is because I'm moving around a lot and I have a pretty small shop, so I like to clean it up in here and put my stuff in my room when I'm not tinting so I can work on other trucks. And this is a sweet setup. Hopefully that helped, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. Other than that, keep on tinting, baby.